This is a beautiful truck.
This is a very sexy truck.
It's sexy. That's what we're calling it.
Oh, it deserves it.
The nice thing about it is it's clean. You know, it's really clean. It's too bad it's blown up, huh?
It's way too bad.
The size of that turbo, you got to wonder why he blew it up. I mean, how'd he blow it up? Probably got some wicked tune in it or something and got...
Yeah, we'll find out once we get it out.
We will find out.
The customer's original concern was it was blowing a bunch of blue and white smoke.
Ooh, blue, that's bad. You know, blue is oil.
Oil.
Yeah.
And so he brought it to us. When Tyson first looked at it, it wouldn't even run. He had to hit it with starting fluid to even get it to run for just a few seconds.
And it just kind of was running on a couple of cylinders?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said it seems like it's running on one cylinder.
Okay. So we're going to do one of our Tow Monster Pluses in it, right? With the speed of air?
We're doing the big boy.
The big boy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll get it tore down. A lot of times in these things, you know, people want to know, well, why did it blow up? He's got all the goodies in here. But, you know, I don't know the injectors that he's got in here. We're going to probably go with the 30% over S&S diesel.
Yeah.
Upgrade the injectors.
Yep. So Brandon has ordered S&S's 30% over injectors.
Cool. All right. And of course, we'll definitely do a fuel sample to make sure that our new injectors going in here won't be contaminated by any fuel system issue that we might have.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times, you know, guys, you'll find a burned up piston or something like that because an injector failed and stuck open and you know, burned a hole through a piston. And don't just throw injectors in it and put a motor in it and say, oh, you're good to go. You probably want to find out, like, okay, what caused the injectors to fail? Don't forget that, you know, it's condition, cause, correction, confirm. You want to confirm what caused these issues. And I know he's got to have a tune on this thing. You know, we'll have to.
Oh yeah, with that big single turbo on there.
Yeah, he's got to have a tune on here. But guy, it looks like he really loves his truck, so happy to do it for him. The customers, like everybody else, who's not in a rush. How many times do we get a truck in here where a guy goes, take your time?
They just needed it yesterday.
Yeah, they needed it yesterday. So we've got the engine built. It's on a stand. It's been in the sim test machine. How do we know it's been in the sim test machine? It's got all this run-in oil in it. So we've run it. We've also pressure tested it. We pressure test every motor to make sure that the cooling system is sealed up perfectly. We check our compression. We pre-lubed it in our sim test machine and then checked our oil pressure. And it does have the speed of air pistons in it.
Yeah, so it's the Tow Monster Plus, so it's got the Clevite H-Series rod and main bearings, the speed of air pistons, upgraded push rods, heavy duty springs. We did do a Hamilton cam kit in this.
Yeah, okay.
Cylinder head studs, improved rocker arms, a bunch of stuff to it.
Yeah.
Bunch of goodies.
Good to go. He's going to love it. Let's see. 3 days, Jake. 3 days.
All right.
Okay.
3 days it is.
Let's go. What are we standing here for? Let's go. We're getting ready to lift the cab up. Let's get her done. Hang on. Okay. This thing here is gonna. Okay, keep going. All right. Now for the fun part. We get to rip her out of there. So Jake, I went to the bathroom. I come back and you're like almost done here.
Yeah.
Ready to get it?
Flying through this one today. It's got nice aftermarket parts, steed speed manifold, couple things, make it really easy to come apart. So
Nice.
he's got some pretty good little goodies tucked down in here.
You'll you'll have this thing out of here in another hour.
That's kind of my hope, is today have it out and apart and then dress the new block and set it back in tomorrow morning.
It's going to be interesting to find out. I mean, I'm looking at this thing. Not only does he have a lot of dress parts on this, but he's got ARP studs running through this head.
Yeah, it's head studded. I mic'd his turbo. He's around a 64 millimeter billet charger on there. And then with the fueling mods and the new cam and stuff in his new motor, this thing's gonna run really, really good.
That turbo looks pretty dang good, man. Don't look like it's that old at all. There's no side play at all in that thing. It looks pretty fresh.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun truck. I'm excited on this one for him.
And we're going 30% over on injectors, aren't we? We
Yeah,
already decided.
30% over.
S&S diesel.
It's got speed air pistons in the motor, Hamilton cam, and then all his stuff that's bolted on this one we'll put back on it. So it'll run really good.
Sweet. I'm interested to find out why this thing went down.
Yeah, I'm curious. I want to get into his fuel system.
Have we opened up the fuel filter yet and even looked at it?
Not the filters. He's got an aftermarket air dog underneath there. So
okay,
I'll have to get into those and see if there's any contamination anywhere.
No, he's got the fast hanging on here.
Is it a fast?
Yeah, it's a fast.
Oh, okay. Thought it was an air dog.
No, he's got the fast hanging on here.
Okay.
He's done this truck right.
Yeah.
So before we, recharge this fuel up and everything, let's have a good look at the fuel system under a microscope, okay?
Yep.
All right, cool, man. Keep going.
A few moments later.
So tell me where we're at on this 3-day build.
Getting ready to dress it. I'm putting the oil pan on. I went to set the oil pan on, realized I didn't have a gasket for my oil pickup tube. So I'm getting a gasket for that. Yeah, getting a gasket for that right now. And then oil pan can go on, take it off the stand, motor mounts, and set it in the frame mounts. Then start throwing it together. Hopefully have the cab back down later this afternoon.
I'm noticing nice stuff up here, see, folks? We haven't got, now this is a perfect example because you can see the inside of the engine. Come here and look at this. I'm constantly on my guys. Now if I was to critique this a little bit, and I don't want to do this, but I will a little bit because that's the way I am. Do you see how his bead here, it's not all crazy on the outside, but look on the inside, which is even more important. We don't have a bunch of silicone coming out on the inside. Look down in here. Look how sweet that is. It couldn't be any nicer on the inside. See that? So my hat's off to you there, big man. Way to go. I love that. Okay, guys, remember, whatever bead you're putting on there, you're giving it 0 clearance. All right, keep going, dude. We're excited to listen to this thing run. See, folks, I can't stress this enough. Clean. Just, I don't know. Can you tell? I just love it. I love when it's just done right and nice and clean and well and not hacked. Got a CP3 on here, huh?
Yeah, and it is that's a Fleece Performance
Oh, yeah, this is a stroker. 10%, 20, do you know? Yeah? Nice.
Doing 30% off. This truck's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, man. Especially on diesels. Same on gas, but super important on a diesel engine. When a diesel goes down, tears up the motor, burns it down or whatever, you had better pay close attention. You had better replace all your coolers for the oil coolers and things like that on an engine. On a Cummins, it's inside here, so it's got a brand new one. If it has an external oil cooler, you're going to want to replace that. The other thing you got to look at is your fuel system. Do not overlook it. Don't just go whipping your injectors back in there and think you're going to fire it up and everything's going to be okay. This is what we got out of the rear filter.
So it has he has a fast pump on it, and that comes directly out of the fast filters in it.
So that's the first filter on the fast, and then this was the second filter?
Yep.
Yeah. So the first filter's doing its job, obviously, because we don't have that, but even at that, and we keep new mason jars, we got rust in there and some debris. So what does that mean? He wanted a CP3 stroker pump, so he got a new pump. That's great. We're going to flush the lines, flush the rail. S&S, we're probably going 20 over injectors.
30% over.
30% over injectors. We will drop the tank and completely flush and clean out the tank and replace all the filters, obviously. We will completely sanitize the entire fuel system. And that way we can sleep good at night. The customer can feel like he doesn't have to worry about anything, and that's how you're going to do a good job. You fail to do that on a diesel, to at least inspect it. You find that, you got to tell the customer and let them know. But if you don't do your job by inspecting that and verifying that the fuel system's pure and clean, you haven't done your job right. All right, so we've pressure washed our engine bay. That's why it looks so nice and shiny. Get the engine in, then we'll do the rest of it. Of course, we're going to have to get it up in the air and drop that tank and flush the tank out and everything. Stuff a motor there, big man.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm going to ask you a question before we stuff this, because I don't have any torque indicator marks on this flywheel. Did you torque this?
Yes, I did. 105 foot-pounds.
Will you go ahead and mark us?
Yeah. Let me grab my paint marker.
The fleece coolant bypass on here too. That's a nice little addition.
Where did that go?
We open up, if you watch me, you know that I open up my rear, my number 6 hole on a Cummins motor. I give you about 4/10 to a half of a thou additional clearance on that rear cylinder for that reason, because that rear cylinder water pumps at the front of the motor. Coolant's got to get, so all this coolant is always the hottest back here. That's what this fleece bypass is all about here. It's to get cooler water to the back of the head to kind of even that out. But I have found over doing hundreds and hundreds of the 6.7, the 5.9, that if you just open up that cylinder, doesn't make a bit of difference, doesn't burn any oil or anything like that, it makes no noise, and you'll never grab the skirt of that piston when it gets warm.
It'll roll up. Watch our condenser up top.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, now let it down a little bit.
Down so we can snake under that.
Keep coming. Okay, hang on a second. Man, you're pretty dang straight. Okay, come on back. Okay, now I need to go, I want to go this way with the engine.
You want to
Back end down.
back in down. It's actually working this time.
Yeah, okay, one more. Just another click. I'm loving that. Okay. Come on back. Well, get that power steering hose out of my way right there. Okay. Okay, keep coming.
We'll go down or back.
Make sure your motor mount bolts are.
Yeah, and they're loose because
Okay.
they're slaughtered.
Keep coming down.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, now come on back. Push it back towards me a little bit and drop it. It's got to come my way,
Okay. Yeah,
or I got to push this over.
this motor mount. Oh, here's our issue. Our bolt's stuck. There it goes.
Yeah, that's way better.
Looking better.
But now I got to go. Now you got to come back. Now there we go. Whoop! Oh, that's so nice, dude. You're just like butter almost. Hang on. Okay, hang on. What I'm gonna do is I want to get it. Give me a bolt, and then you go to the front and lift that.
Okay.
Hang on. Keep wiggling it. I just got to get a little more. Okay. Hang on. Now I'm gonna
Liking it?
lower. Hang on. Let me just lower this a little bit.
Yeah. Motor mount fell in. That's a good sign.
Okay. Let's get another bolt in the top of that.
Gotta come. You want to come up trans a little more? There we go. Right there. I like that.
Where's your?
I'm gonna go grab one right now.
That's it. I haven't tightened them down, but you can come.
Yeah, just
They're not
that
tight.
way I can set it. in
They're
motor
not tight at all.
mounts.
Let's go ahead and set it down in the motor mount. It looks like it's just got to push my way a little bit.
Just gonna go
Hang on, hang on.
right there. Looks like it's gonna have to go. Oh yeah, that one just settled down in. How's your side look?
I think if you just let it down, you're done. There you go.
Just
Beautiful.
like that.
Nice work.
Sweet.
Pleasure working with you. Thank you.
3 hours later.
Dakota, you're making me so happy. I see you running, bro. Dude, so good. You don't have to take off your. I need you to work the lift for me. We should be good to go. Let her rip, dude.
Yeah.
Is this going on the top? I guess. Oh, that stays right where it's
Yeah,
at.
that-
Keep going a little faster, dude.
Clips into that fender well.
Now, did we roll this cab? I noticed
No, I haven't touched the frame, so it should.
It looks like it's sit back a little bit.
You think? It should line. Our body mounts look close. How's
Okay.
our steering doing
keep
over
going.
there? Yeah.
Okay, let it down a little more.
Keep coming down.
Keep coming. Whoa, hang on.
And that heater hose is right on that downpipe where he's got that WC fab kit.
Okay, down a little more.
Coming down, we're getting close to body mounts here. It's a good sign. Master cylinder's going where it needs to go. All right, we're gonna hit body mounts.
Hang on.
Oop, hold on.
Hang on.
Yeah, that turbo kit is tight.
Yeah, we're real close.
Yeah, it's within a couple inches of sitting down. This body mount doesn't want to play here. All right.
We good?
Yep, should be able to
Let her
keep
down.
coming down. That's a good sign. That's nice. Oh yeah, that's a good noise right there.
You get her?
Yep, keep coming.
That sounded good.
Making popcorn.
I think we got her, dude.
Sweet.
To me.
Yep, I think it's down.
All right, so couple hours, we'll fire her up.
So we're cleaning it out right now, getting rid of all the dirt, rust, water, and everything that was in this tank. All right, guys, we're close. Tomorrow's the day.
Tomorrow morning.
All right.
The next day.
We love it when there's a fast fuel system, a pre-pump on these things, because bleeding the system is cake. You just cycle the key 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
You should be good to go. So this is the initial give it birth. We got oil in it, obviously.
Yep. Oil, coolant, power steering fluid.
We've pressure tested it.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. I love this part of my job.
Ready?
Sometimes you're like, whoa. Go ahead. Cycle it again.
We'll go again. Come on, baby.
It's gonna, it's, go ahead. Okay, that's enough. It should have fired by now.
Yeah, it should have went by now. All right.
Sometimes it just doesn't go the way you think it's going to.
You try and have everything go according to plan. Sometimes it works.
This is where, you know, you need a mechanic. That's why, you know, people think that it's just unbolt this, bolt it all back together, hook it all up, and you're good to go. Boy, don't we wish it was that easy. And mechanics that work in shops like this realize that it ain't that easy. But I'm telling you that this mostly for the general public. This is hard work, and it takes real intelligence. You know, when you have a difficulty and something doesn't turn out right, you don't give up. You dig in and you figure out, okay, is it me? And I tell my guys, always look to yourself, gather some information. Then if you can't figure it out yourself, we get together and use the brain source and we'll figure it out. So that's what we're gonna do here. 4,000, 5,000?
50, 58, 65.
58, okay, crank it and see if you get that pressure.
Fuel rail pressure.
Take a look at it, we'll come back. Yeah, let her rip. It's just air. Sometimes you just got to bleed the air out of it.
Brandon, needs an oil pressure switch.
Give it a little throttle. How's your oil pressure?
I think my switch is bad. It's not showing any.
So we'll take it on a test drive, bring it back, put 50 miles on it, check for drop, or oil leaks.
Oh, yeah.
Leaks, and we'll be all good.
Yep.
Thanks.